I just finished listening and reading the scripts of the Bill Gates. Sorry, I will take my mic closer to me. And I mean, after listening the Bill Gates commencement speech at Howard in 2007, that almost 20 years ago. So what I feel is like he set up like the phases of the speaking, like phases. Okay, yeah, I mean stages, phases. I think I used the right word. Anyway, it's like it's from a very personal experience to kind of like, the technology and the awareness of the inequities. And starting from that, I think that also he wants to introduce his charity career. That is something I feel he has a stronger interest and then time compared to the technology or the personal computer like the Microsoft that is so breaking through achievement and everybody knows, but it's like at that time he wants to do greater things. So what is the greater thing? That is the most complex and the difficult problem in humanity, right? In humanity, as he mentioned in the speech, that is to solve the inequities, and that is totally hard. And we know the inequities are prevalent across the whole world, even in some developed countries like the United States. He mentioned like some diseases already are under control, or like almost nobody dies from that disease. But however, at the same time, right, it's like in other countries people died from particular diseases. That's so sad. It's like they lack money, they lack so many resources, and they lack so many like supports, as like the subsidize, like the government will not choose to subsidize it. It's like they will add the cost of the people's life. It's like their citizens' life. That is so ridiculous. But it seems like that is also the problem. It's like not an easy problem, like saying moral judgment or something to push them to do something, right? So he started to touch very tough and difficult part. It's like the real world challenges, how we can use the resources or technology or whatever, something to think about the health care. This is, I think, the biggest thing he wants to improve, and to have that lens to solve the inequities. Yeah, that reminds me, like one of my advisors during my PhD, she also mentions a lot about solving the inequity problem across the world, from the urban planning, from the city government, from the approach to do such contributions. So that is kind of like overlapping very well, and I can feel their willingness, and I can feel this kind of the conscience. And also he mentioned about what his mother said. It's like something from the Spider-Man movie. Like if you have more power, you must have more responsibilities, and you should have the obligations to do something to help others. I totally agree. And it's like, you start your own career, you earn yourself living, and you can kind of like have your own business. And gradually, if you go to a more successful, or kind of like the success defined by the societies, and then you should realize like some responsibilities on your shoulder, because you are privileged, you are lucky enough. But apparently, many rich people may not realize their lucky, their luck and the fortune. They are fortune and the luck, and they are fortunate and lucky. They will. Some of them will be very selfish, right? But it's like the Gates speech wants to create the phenomenon like, we need to be more responsible. We need to aim for high. We need to create benefits for the humanity instead of ourselves. and including ourselves. Let's put it in that way. So I feel that is a great speech, and that is also a very good English learning resource, and also a good learning resource for becoming a good speaker. This is one of my goals. So set up our goals, and also to practice, like use the actions, use effort, use our endeavors. I think finally I can improve my speaking language skill, as well as trying to manage the nervousness when I talk in front of a lot of people. That will make me just maybe racing hard, and I cannot focus, and I cannot talk at all. I need to totally my draft, and then to totally look down. I think that's a challenge for me for now, but I will improve the confidence, and to balance it. I like the word balance. I truly like it. I think that's a beautiful word, and very, very touching. And that is very instant reflections on his talk. As well as I want to do a list of new words memory. That means I want to kind of like become more familiar with the words if I'm not familiar with before, as well as from learning kind of like a phrases, or like the way he tries to do our storytelling, and as well as like the listening skills training. That is like it's forever, right? It's like to train the ears, and to let them be more alert, or more kind of like get used to the English language. This is my hope, and I'm on the way. So very happy to talk, very happy to share. And that is myself like video. So bye.